If you were someone who really cared for the narcissist, you gave them your compassion, your loyalty, your time, your commitment. If you were with them for a while and you made that positive impact on their life, then you're not someone who's easily replaceable. And when they move on, when they discard people, they like to tell themselves that because they were maybe bored of you, annoyed of you, just not getting the right supply out of you, that moving on and finding your replacement was the right thing. But soon the narcissists, they start to miss what you provided. There's a part of them in terms of their needs which just isn't getting satiated. Because if you were somebody who did have an uplifting energy, who you were committed to their well-being, they start to miss that. Usually not right away, but after some time, they do. And then they start trying to get those same needs met with other people. And it's not that easy. They start looking for you in other people. They start projecting upon other people your traits, which means they're trying to elicit from other people certain behaviors and qualities that you had, but which are not natural to those other people. And it's only once they've done that for a while that they realize how difficult it is to replace you. Sometimes, narcissists do, and this can be after many years, they do find somebody who kind of satiates those needs again, who kind of hits the spot that you hit. But that sometimes, that person they can find after many, many years of looking, of hoping. And then the problem is sometimes they'll make the same mistake with that other person and discarding them, taking them for granted. But the bottom line is, it's not easy to find people who are truly committed, who are truly looking to uplift them, who are truly compassionate towards them, who are trustworthy, reliable. And narcissists sometimes go on this journey of years, sometimes forever, just trying to find somebody who supplies them in the way you did, who has those same positive traits and qualities that you had, and are willing to be with the narcissist. It's very rare, and as people get older, it becomes less and less easy to find. What's easier to find are people who might entertain them for a day, maybe a few days, maybe a week, or maybe entertain them on a more long-term basis, but very intermittently. But those people, if it's more like in a romantic setting, like the one-night stands, the very casual flings, narcissists can't really own those people, can't really dominate those people, can't really get that core primary supply need met, because those people are very peripheral parts of the narcissist's life. When it comes to having somebody who's a more core, integral part of their life, who they can actually rely on, that's extremely difficult for them to find. And then what you would notice, if you paid attention in the right ways after they would have broken up with you, is that they do try to find you in other people. They do try to find your behaviors, your ways in other people. They want to feel the way they felt with you through other people. But much more often than not, they don't succeed. or they achieve very mediocre success. It's like like a very lukewarm kind of achievement, where the person just doesn't make them feel as good as you did, doesn't have the same positive impact as you did, doesn't give them the same inspiration as you did, doesn't give them the same enlightenment, the same reliability, comfort, all those things. It's really hard because if you're with a narcissist for a while, then you are providing a lot of those things. But all you can do is focus on yourself, of course. And sometimes you can, turn your head around and just kind of admire from a safe distance, of course, what they're doing. And all you can do is just observe it and acknowledge it. And it's hard not to be fascinated by the fact that somebody who stepped on you and kind of kicked you on the side of the curb, all of a sudden their whole entire life purpose is trying to find other people, situations, things, thoughts that kind of mirror the feeling they had when they were with you. It's like you all of a sudden are their whole universe, even though you're not with them, while they are your nothing. It's just, it's quite fascinating how the mentality works. And it's quite fascinating how you know that that's the rest of their life, because you can never go back with them. Because once you go back with them, they'll kick you in the curb again. But when you don't go back with them, they're forever trying to get their needs met through people who remind them of you, and they never really succeed. And so oftentimes they resort to short-term distractions, drugs, drinking, binge sex, binge shopping, exciting adventures, sometimes stupidly risk-taking adventures, anything to drown out their true feelings, because they can't really face themselves. Otherwise, they acknowledge the hurt, which is not having you being a part of their life. Yeah, so if the narcissist makes you feel like you're easily replaceable, just know that's a lot of nonsense. They want you to, they might believe that for a while, and they'll believe it for longer if they can see that you believe it. If you think that you're replaceable, then they'll be able to believe it for longer, because your belief that they are better than you supplies them, which makes it easier for them to stay away from you. But once you're no longer playing ball and they're kind of playing by themselves, all of a sudden they want you back, but they can't really get you back, at least not initially. They're not going to admit that they were wrong, so they start trying to find your replacement. But it's fascinating how them trying to find your replacement becomes basically their whole life. And then you soon realize they don't really play any relevant part in your life. And then the narcissist is trying to create a new life as if you were part of it. Thanks for watching.